Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Started with the name of Almighty Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Currently, we have been dealing with the crucial aspect of the pharmaceutical chemistry. In that respect, we have been discussing the stereoisomerism, and I did mention to you what stereoisomerism is, where it is applicable, and why it is important, particularly for the pharmacist, and what kind of isomerism is there. We did discuss the geometric isomerism and configurational isomerism, and now we are going to deal with another aspect which is of crucial importance, that is called as conformational isomerism. So the conformational isomerism means this is the isomerism which is formed by rotation along the carbon-carbon. Look at, if this is one carbon and this is another carbon, and the molecule is rotating in this way, like this. This would specifically be presented conformational isomerism, and today our dilemma of the talk is particularly on conformational isomerism. In that respect, first of all, I would let you to know its definition. That type of stereoisomerism in which the compounds have same molecular formula and structural formation, but one isomer can be converted into one rotating the compound. Simply by rotating the compound, we know from a variety of evidence that groups bonded by a carbon-carbon single bond are capable of free rotation. Now, as I did explain to you in that respect, if this is one carbon and this is another, this is one carbon, this is another carbon. Now you can see these two carbons can rotate in this way and in this way. That's why this is called as conformational isomerism, in which carbon-carbon single bond is formed by rotation of the molecule. Now it can be explained in this way also. This is one carbon, this is another carbon, and now you can see this is moving like this. Like this. Exactly 180 degree secondary movement can take place. Like that. So this is the conformation on the basis of which we can form various isomers. Look at, if you are rotating like this, this is one isomer, another. Multiple isomers can be formed in this way. So this is the domain of the pharmacist to understand which one is the best for him, and which one is the best for the body, and which one could be a beautiful drug, another could be a poison, and we should have to consider these two things crucially. Now, the defining it is as follows: the different arrangements of atoms of a molecule in space result from the rotation about carbon-carbon bond axis is called conformation. Now, considering this, I would like you to explain. This is one carbon and this is another carbon, like this. You see, one carbon, another carbon, this is the axis. And along this axis it is moving like this. Like this. And each time when you move this, various isomers are formed. Multiple isomers could be formed by this molecule. Now, this consists of eclipsed conformation and staggered conformation are there. What is eclipsed? You know, eclipse, let's say you used to say the moon, and if the moon is exactly behind Earth, you could see a little moon could be able to see in this way. This all Earth, and it is the only moon. This is called as eclipsed. So similarly, here you can see how does this eclipse form. Could be able to see now one carbon and another carbon exactly upon it. This is eclipsed. If you look like this is the axis, carbon, another carbon, this is the axis, and this is eclipsed. Exactly upon the other carbon, things are like this, and if you could look into it, I can see like this, one carbon, another carbon, and this is the axis. And if you could see complete eclipse upon each other. Now, the conformation in which asymmetric carbon atoms are so rotated with respect to each other that the groups attached to them approach to each other as closely as possible. Now look at it. One, another axis, very close to each other, like this. And how does they will be far from it? Look, it is rotating like this, rotating like this, rotating like this, rotating like this. And they are becoming far apart, and then when they will be far apart, that would be designated as staggered. So currently we are sharing with the eclipsed form. In eclipsed conformation, the crowding between the substituent or the attached group on asymmetric carbon atom is maximum, having maximum energy. Now you can see, look at it. This is the eclipsed form, and if there are various legends attached, this carbon, various legends attached, and these legends are in a way close to each other. They keep on moving like this, like this, like this, and due to this there will be high energy in it, and the system will not be able to stay. So this is the eclipsed form. Now we are jumping up to first another form which is called as staggered form, which is the opposite of eclipsed. Now this is the staggered form conformation, the conformation in which asymmetric carbon atoms are so rotated with respect to each other that the group attached to them are as far apart as possible. Now, this is eclipse. Various staggered forms are being formed. Lot of staggered form. Just this one, another form, 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 another form. Now, with each step it moves, you are getting multiple staggered forms. But staggered means the legend attached with it are far apart. This is the legend, this is the legend. When you rotate it, now you can see this legend is far apart from it. This legend and this legend far apart, far apart, far apart. This is the way. That's why this is designated as staggered form. The two extreme positions of conformation is eclipse and staggered can be represented by. So there is another way to present this eclipse and staggered form. Number one is designated as Tahir's projection and Newman projection. So we are going to deal with Tahir's projection. As the name indicates, Tahir's projection. In Tahir's projection, the molecule is simply shown in 3 dimensions. The bond between asymmetric carbon atom is oriented diagonally, background and somewhat exaggerated in length. Now you can see this eclipse and this is staggered conformation. eclipse conformation, staggered conformation. Now you can see this is carbon, this is another carbon, this is the axis, this hydrogen exactly under the other hydrogen. This hydrogen is exactly under this hydrogen. This hydrogen is exactly under this hydrogen like this. This hydrogen, this hydrogen, this hydrogen, it comes under this like this. Exactly upon it. This is the eclipse form. Now, coming up toward the staggered form. This carbon, then another carbon, and this is the axis, and it is rotating. Now you can see this hydrogen is here, and these two hydrogens are here. And similarly, when this is like this, and this is keep on rotating like this keep on rotating like this. So this is the staggered form. They are opposite to each other. In this case, the legend are more closer to each other, and energy is less. In this case, the legend attached are far apart from it, and they have got the least energy in that respect. The system would be more stabilized. We did explain to Tahir projection. Now we are moving towards Newman projection. In writing a Newman projection, we may overview the molecules from one end directly along the carbon 1 and carbon 2 bond, and the front carbon atom is represented by a point from where the three remaining bonds emerging. The nearer carbon is represented by a circle with its bond originating from the edge of the circle, following the few examples of the conformational isomerism. Now you can see in this case ethane. Now you look at carbon, axis carbon number 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now this is the eclipse form, and in this case, so you can say this is 1, and this has been converted into, where is 3 in this case? 3 has been counted. And now you can see this is 2, where this is 2, and 1 is exactly opposite to it. Now if you could see from it, like this is 1 carbon, and this is another. It will look like a point, and this would look like this circle, as you could see in this way. So now I'm going to explain it to you another way. When viewed from one end of the model along carbon-carbon axis, the model shows above represented the following conformation. Now, this is your line of sight. You are looking into it. This is the carbon number 1, rare carbon, which is closer to you. It would look like a dot. And this is the axis, and this would, you can see a circle here around. This is the rare carbon, which is far apart from this one. And you could see in this way, this is exactly behind it. Now we are going to have a comparative statement of this eclipse and staggered form. The eclipse form, in which the rare methyl group is completely eclipsed, that is only the one nearer the eye is visible. Now you can see, I did talk to you in that fashion. This is the line through which you are looking into it. You will be able to see this dot, and axis would be like this, and you can see a circle around it. This methyl is exactly behind it, this methyl exactly behind it, this methyl is exactly behind it. This is the representation of eclipsed form. Staggered form, in which the rare methyl group has been rotated upside down and all the excess H hydrogen of the 2-methyl group are staggered asymmetrically. Now, the methyl group has been rotated upside down. All the excess atoms of the 2-methyl group are staggered symmetrically. Now, in this way, now you can see if nearer carbon, this would be farther carbon. Now you can see, when you will see this, this would be like this, exactly opposite to it. Now this has been rotated in this way. This is the first, this is the second, this has come in this way. Exactly 180 degrees centigrade has been rotated. So this is the staggered form. An eclipse form and staggered form are opposite to each other. Now, within these two, there should be something which we called as skew form. Now, in the skew form, if this is one carbon, this is another carbon, and these are the methyl groups. Now, you can see eclipse, staggered, and in between these, this, all these forms are designated as skew, which are between eclipse till staggered. Multiple skew forms has been formed. So now you can be able to understand eclipse, staggered, and moving from eclipse till staggered, we have to gone through various forms. All these forms are designated as skew. So this was the thing which I am going to explain it to you in that respect. Now, evidently, there could be several other arrangements or forms possible in between the eclipsed form and the staggered form. Such an arrangement lying anywhere between the two extreme form is called skew, S-K-E-W, skew form. So from one eclipse to one staggered, multiple skew forms are there. As suggested by Newman, in ethane, the front carbon atom is represented by an intersection of bond from it, while the rear carbon atom appears as a circle. Now, this can be visualized here. So this is the front carbon. Look at, we are looking from here. This is the front carbon, and this is the rear carbon, which is farther from it. And it could be looked from here as a dot, and it could look like a circle, and these are the methyl, which is exactly coming upon. This is the eclipse form, the front carbon and the rear carbon. Ugly carbon or पिछली carbon, और इसके दरमियान there are methyl group, and those are exactly lying upon each other. Now, the Newman projection formula for the conformation of ethane could be depicted as below. Now, this is eclipsed. This is exactly opposite to it. This is called as staggered, and this is one of the in between, which is called as skew. Thank you very much, my son. Good afternoon.